Bin Laden's compound is the largest ever from a single terrorism suspect. Why are they choosing to show these particular home videos?
Well, what they're trying to do, Folly, is to establish that Osama bin Laden in May 2011 was still a very clear and present threat to the national security interest of the United States and of its allies. It can't be any plainer than that. They say he was a target. He had the U.S. in his sights, and they felt that he needed to be removed from the scene.
All right, Rosalind, stand by. Let's bring in Wayne Madsen, an investigative journalist who joins us live from Washington, D.C. as, again, we watch these new pictures of al-Qaeda's leader Osama bin Laden, just released by the Pentagon for the first time, in fact, since bin Laden was killed in an operation in Pakistan. Rosalind Jordan telling us earlier that there are 5 clips in total, and I believe we're watching the first one here of an unaired but complete message of Osama bin Laden. Wayne, what do you make of what we're seeing right now?
Well, I think the fact is that the Pentagon won't release the audio portion. It seems like the Pentagon is digging itself into a bigger hole along with the White House. We're constantly told one thing, and then we get these recantations. There's also a report that the CIA tried to get audio of bin Laden before he was shot and killed in Abbottabad, but they weren't able to get a voice print or a voice recording of him. So we have we're having to believe everything the Pentagon and the White House are telling us. But I think the mere fact that we did have an indication that there was going to be a bin Laden tape where he was giving a message earlier this week. It came from a group called the Site Intelligence Group here in Washington, which is known to be very linked to Israeli intelligence circles. I think we have to be very skeptical about this so-called evidence, and also the fact that the Pentagon is saying that terabytes of information gathered from bin Laden's computers are classified. We're supposed to believe everything they tell us without looking at the original information. I think this is going to feed, unfortunately, for the Pentagon and White House into the circles that are already questioning the official story that we were told.
All right. Rosalind, Wayne makes an interesting point there, and that's the fact that we have indeed been getting conflicting information from the White House since this operation that killed Osama bin Laden took place on May the 1st, one of them being, of course, whether or not he was armed at the time he was shot. What are they saying there about their storyline, the fact that it's been changing?
Well, they didn't say anything specifically because people didn't raise the question. We were much more interested in this briefing about what they actually found about life inside the compound. We were very interested in finding out some information about what sorts of plots bin Laden apparently was planning. We were very interested in finding out whether or not there was, how